At lunchtime we have from Transvision Vamp, Wendy James. Hello.
Hi there.
How are you doing? It's been ages since we've heard from you. It's about 18 months.
I know, it's a long time since the last record, isn't it? I think it ended in November, the tour ended in November 89 or something, so it's a good period of time since then, yeah.
What have you been up to?
Oh, well, mainly just recording the third album. Obviously taking a little time off here and there to just relax. I mean, as you well know, Pop Art and Velveteen followed each other in quite quick succession, and we were rather tired at the end of both albums and such extensive touring that we actually decided to take 1990 as a little bit of a holiday and then pursue the album later on in the year, which is what we did.
All right. Have you changed your style at all, or are you still the same?
I think probably... Well, I'd like to think that obviously it's a lot better than the last two albums. I think also the sounds that we're using and the way we're writing songs is a lot harder. Probably what record companies would term as less commercial, but I'm hoping that because of our previous track record, it's equally commercial, if you see what I mean.
That's great. Now, there's another major world tour coming up this year, I believe, isn't there?
Yeah, it kicks off at the beginning of June with 7 dates around the UK, then we're off around Europe, the rest of the world, then probably back into the UK towards November time to do some more gigs later on then.
Right, you still love playing live as much?
Oh, I miss it so much, you know. It works brilliant. It's like a seesaw. By the time you've finished a world tour, you're so exhausted you can't wait to get into the recording studio and just have a little time to yourself. And by the time you've finished being in a recording studio, you're just dying to get back on the road. So that's the stage I'm at now, yeah.
All right.
I just can't wait to get out there and start playing again.
Gonna be good. I believe you're trying to get into acting now as well, aren't you?
No, I'm not trying at all. There are various articles in newspapers or whatever saying that I was going to do that. And I'm sure at some point in my life, yeah, I'll probably have a shot at it. But right now I'm not making any moves to try and get into acting. I've got too much to do with Transvision Vamp.
Right, so it's all been totally exaggerated, has it?
Well, they expect if you say I'd like to act one day that you mean tomorrow, and I've got a few more years in me left now, you know, so I'm not going to have to just rush and try and do everything in the next year. We've got an album coming out, and as you know, this tour, and that's all I need to concern myself with at the moment.
What about Transvision Vamp? Why do you think it's been so successful? Because it's just been phenomenal, just really happened, haven't they?
Ultimately, it has to be because people like listening to the music, otherwise they wouldn't buy those records. But I'm sure all contributing factors of the media, you know. It sounded good on the radio, we've appeared well on television, possibly my interviews have struck home with a few people that have read them. I don't know, it's a lot of chemistry, isn't it? And timing, which you can never contrive. The timing of Transvision Vamp with the public has worked so far. But who knows about this year, you know? We've been away for so long, I really don't know where I stand at the moment. I'm just hoping that the public are kind to us again.
Well, I was going to ask you that. Do you think you could have lost some fans over the past, 18 months? Because the music scene has changed dramatically, Wendy, hasn't it?
Yeah, the music scene has changed. I just can't tell you at the moment. I mean, we'll just have to see what happens to this record. Ultimately, no, Transvision Vamp won't disappear. You know, we'll find our foothold and we'll grow and grow. And I have no worries that we've lost it or anything. But whether or not this single or this album, who knows? You just can't tell. The music scene has changed, but then I'd like to think that we've released enough records and proved ourselves quite worthy of fan base and support over the years that it wouldn't suddenly disappear. This is our third album after all. It's not as though we're just trying to pop a new single.
That's true. When does the album actually come out?
May.
All right, and the singles...
I can't give you an exact date, but it's definitely May.
All right, Wendy, thanks for dropping in, and all the best with the new single, which we're going to play now.